Hi, I'm Dorinda from PrimordialDor Tarot, and I'm here to do a Leo reading today for May the 19th to the 22nd, 2025. I'm using the Thoth Tarot deck, and I'm going to do a Celtic cross. And I'm doing it for the collective of Leo, so it may resonate, it may not. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay, for Leo. At this time, I'd appreciate it if you could hit the like and subscribe button. Costs you nothing to subscribe, and it helps me build this channel, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, we're going to cut the deck for Leo. All right, calling upon the universe. Can I have some cards for Leo, please? Some cards for Leo. What's going on with Leo? There we go. All right, Leo. Okay. I asked. Bottom of the deck's the overall Leo. All right, we have Venus in Cancer, Two of Cups, love. All right, Leo, this signifies that perhaps love's coming into your life. Maybe you already have love in your life. Perhaps new love's coming in. You know, a getting together of two people of like-mindedness. You know, they really get along. They communicate well. And, you know, it's a beautiful high vibration situation. Perhaps that's what you're heading for, Leo. Okay, Leo, present situation, we have the Ace of Swords. All right, an ace is a new beginning. All right, and this one here, it's the Magician's sword here, cutting those clouds to clarity. You've been crowned 22 rays, 11 and 11. You're starting to see the truth about things now, okay? The clouds have parted, and, you know the truth. This is high intuition card. You know what's happening around you. You know what people are doing around you. You know which way the current is flowing, and you know they can't hide anything from you anymore, Leo. And you have this 2. 1, 2. The Ace and the Two of Cups, love. So maybe you're seeing through a love situation right now. Maybe you're seeing the truth about things, Leo. Okay? Or maybe you're seeing love coming into your life, perhaps. All right? You know, someone that's like-minded. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. And you know what? I lift this overall card up, and underneath it is Jupiter and Pisces. Right underneath it is the happiness card, sitting right under that too. I always do that if I see one, because every time I pick that one up, I'm going to see it, so I pick it up. Anyway, you are seeing the truth about situations. Trust your gut instinct at this time, Leo, because you're bang on in your thoughts. Okay, your challenge, Leo, is Major Arcana. We have the Lust card. Okay, this is about passions and desires you have that you want fulfilled. You know, you're going without. And this is about love, I think. Some love situation. You would like love in your life with the right kind of person, okay? And, you know, you've got some desires. Everybody's got desires. And you'd like to be able to, you know, be with somebody that understands you, you know, knows where you're coming from. Someone that you really get along well with, Leo. And this is your challenge. You see the truth about situations. And your challenge is to, you know, still try to get your passions and desires fulfilled, even though maybe it's not that giving of a situation. Perhaps you're looking for a different situation. Okay, Leo, but, you know, in the end, you have to get what you want and you need, you know. Really, you can only go without for so long. Truth be known. All right, below position, we have Sun in Virgo, 8 of Disprudence. And I love this card. And in this deck, I do. This is about clearing away things that are no longer needed in your life. Okay, it's about cleaning up the house, getting rid of items you don't need, selling what's worthwhile, you know, getting the money for it or donating, clearing out, because you can't get new unless you make room for the new. And, you know, it could be cleaning the basement, cleaning the garage, cleaning your truck, Or it could be cleaning out thought patterns and belief systems that are no longer serving you, Leo. You know, like I always say, you know, you might have some belief systems that were taught to you growing up, and, you know, that was your parents' way of living, but maybe that's not working for you. Things like that. That's just an example, okay? And it's about looking at things a little differently and making room for the new. And you've got this ace, okay? That's high intuition, but that's a new beginning as well. Perhaps a new beginning in love. And you got to make room. You got to make room for that other person. Mentally and physically, like in your mind, you know, and physically in your place of living, your house, whatever. You got to make room for that new person. Okay, Leo, past position, which could be just yesterday. Could be. All right, we have Major Arcana. We got the Tower card. The Eye of Horus coming in. So this is an event. It's happened. It could have happened yesterday or last week, or it could have been 2 years ago, whatever. You know, a big event came into your life, shook you to your core. It only comes in and takes away things that are no longer needed in your life anymore. You know, kind of like this card here. You're doing it yourself, getting rid of things that are no longer needed. But in case you missed a couple things, the Tower will come in and do it. It'll be an event, a shake-up, you know, a rearranging of your life, Leo. Okay? Kaboom. Everything tore down, and you start all over again. All right? But minus the things that were holding you back. All right? So you got to withstand that, or it could have happened yesterday. Who knows? All right, Leo, your future position is Major Arcana. We got the Death card. Okay, number 13, lucky number 13. And this is not death, it's transformation and rebirth. So the Tower comes in, takes everything down, and now you got rebirth. You're starting all over again. And perhaps you're starting all over again in love. That's what I see here. Perhaps you're starting over again in love. All right? But this is the scythe of Saturn he's got there. And that cuts everything down just like the Tower. Just like the Tower. So the Tower wipes it out. The Death card finishes off whatever's left. And you're reborn and you start again. So maybe you got some new thoughts, new way of thinking. You know, new way of looking at things, looking at the same things, but you got a different perspective. And you're going to start all over again and go in a different direction. Maybe the same idea, but taking it differently. So that's beautiful, actually. You know, you've cleared house and you made room for the new, okay? And this is more. The Tower makes room for new. This death and rebirth makes room for the new. Yeah, Leo, making room for the new. That's a beautiful thing, you know, because sometimes that just has to happen. Okay, in your near future, Leo, we have the Prince of Wands. I think this is you in this reading. Okay, he's fiery and determined. He comes riding in. He's looking for his princess. He's looking for love. And he's a charismatic character. He's fun. He likes to dance and have fun. And, you know, life of the party type of guy. You know, he's just a fun guy. And I think that's you in this reading. Fiery, dynamic. And you're looking for new. You're looking for new, Leo. You're looking for new love. Okay, you've made it. Everything's happened to make room for the new love. And that's you. And you know it. You know it. You got the high intuition. Okay, Leo, you know. You know, you got an idea who you want to be with, perhaps. Okay? That's you. Okay? And you're done with the past, whatever's happened there. All right? And you're looking for some new love. And it's all around you. You know it. You know it. Okay, Leo. That's you in this reading. Fiery, dynamic Leo. There you are. Okay, heading off to new. Okay, Leo. In internal position, you have Mars and Leo, Seven of Wands, Valor. All right, this is what you're thinking. And you know you don't need a whole lot of help from other people. You really don't want their input because you got your own ideas and thought patterns, okay? And you can get it all done by yourself, Leo. Help is nice. Help is nice. Okay, but this is what you're thinking in your mind. You know you can take this new thing and take care of it yourself. You don't need other people's opinions, right? You know, you got your own thought patterns, mindsets, and you can just start this new thing by yourself, Leo. Okay, Leo, in your environment, we have Mars in Gemini, Nine of Swords, cruelty. All right, so in your environment, there's people around that they really don't have your best interests at heart. And I think they had something to do with the Tower event and the clearing out, because they hurt you. They've hurt you. This is the card of cruelty, you know, backstabbing and real meanness, real meanness. There's been some people around you that have been very cruel and mean. Okay, they're still around. They're in your environment, all right? They're still around. They do not want you to get this new love that you're wanting and heading for. And, you know, they've hurt you in the past, and they're still around. You know, it could be exes, things like that. You know, maybe you're not with them, but they're still involved in your life somehow, perhaps if there's children involved, you know, and they still hurt you. They still hurt you when they can, and that's in your environment. And you know they're there. You know that they're there. Leo, you know who they are. Maybe one person or maybe more than one person. Okay, and you know you just got to stay away from them, but they're in your environment, and they're still giving you the little jab every now and then whenever they can. Okay, Leo, your hopes and fears. We have Major Arcana. We have the Adjustment card. Well, the universe has got your back, Leo, okay? This is the Magician's Sword, the Scales of Libra here. Universe is going to come in and, you know, make adjustments, make your life more balanced, okay? Maybe it's no love in your life and you're looking for love. You'd like to feel your passions and desires. Yeah, and you've done the work, clearing house. And then the Tower came in, and then Death card, rebirth and transformation. You know, you were doing the work, you're doing it. And the universe is going to help you and make things more balanced so it's equal and give you some peace of mind, Leo, from those cruelty people. You know, they do a number on you, and it still stays with you. You know, you need help from the universe sometimes with that cruelty card. I know from experience, it drags on. Yeah, that's for sure. So the universe is going to help you, Leo. Okay, Leo, the final card in the outcome of this reading looks like you're going to get your proper kind of love. This is the Empress. This is the most beautiful love. Okay, this is home, feeling at ease, feeling comfortable with the people you're with, like-minded people, people that'll have your back no matter what. You don't have to have your guard up with this person, okay, this love that you're looking for, all right? You get the kind of love you're looking for. You're going to have to let it be known that you're looking for that kind of love, Leo, all right? Look at this. Love, passions and desires, and you wind up with the Empress love. Okay, this is beautiful, you know, and complete opposite of those people, the cruelty people, you know, that hurt you. Then this is never being hurt. This is just being completely happy, high vibration all the time, happiness and carefree. And proper kind of love, equal give and take, and respecting each other and honoring each other, okay, and being in a real happy place. So Leo, you know, I think you're going to get that beautiful Empress love, and it's all going to work out. And wow, a lot of transformations here. Wow, Leo. Anyway, that was quite the reading. Excellent. I'd like to conclude with one animal spirit card. Can we have one card, please, for Leo? All right, there we go. Bee spirit, sweet results await. Yeah, of course they do when you're talking about Empress love. Sweet results await, Leo. Yeah, it's been rough. You've endured a Tower. You've endured those cruelty people. They're still around. But if you pursue that love that you're looking for, Leo, you're going to get it, and sweet results await. Okay, that's a beautiful ending to a beautiful reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time, Leo.